Dire team ban.
Welcome everybody to the GosuCup Asia Semifinals, brought to you by the Iron Branch. This is game 1 of, let's see, Thelema versus AprilFoolDay. My name is Shred and with me is Asway. How are you doing, man?
You can hear me, yes?
Yes, I can hear you.
I'm doing fantastic.
Good to hear, good to hear. Keep up the light first, band. Anything you want to say about that?
Standard.
Yeah.
Standard Dota.
Yeah, and so is Batrider. What do you want to see this game?
Clearly an axe.
I want to see an axe or a timber saw. I like my strength heroes.
I hate you.
Why don't you like the timber saw? It's so good.
Because he's a
What?
lumberjack. There we go.
He is a lumberjack. So is Axe, though.
Oh.
Radiant team ban.
Lifestealer banned out as well. That leaves a few heroes open.
Next ban.
I think we're gonna see a Nyx ban, yeah. Yeah, and then we're probably gonna see a Magnus pickup. But
Magnus Starks here. Yep.
yeah, there are a few. Lone Druid.
PL. Wisp. Actually,
PL's
Wisp
not really
went
first
down.
pick, no. Lone Druid, yeah, there we go.
Radiant
Just standard so
team
far.
pick.
This is the best of 3, by the way.
Yep.
I don't think you mentioned that.
I don't think I did. I just said it was game 1. So, but yes, this is the best of 3. And obviously whoever wins this goes to the finals, and the loser of the series goes to the 3rd place decider.
10 seconds remaining.
Yes, whoever wins this best of 3
5 seconds.
will be playing
5 seconds
against
remaining.
Tongfu and Dreams.
One of them. The winner of that, obviously.
Reserve time.
Yes.
Hmm.
Why? There we go.
Alright, so we're kind of just waiting for these picks from, I don't actually know which team is which. thelema is the Radiant, right? This is what happens when they don't tag up properly.
Bottom side is Dire, so that'd be thelema.
Oh, yes, 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 of course.
Because from
Rubik and Queen of Pain picked up.
And T-Doc.
Queen of Pain picked up this early. That is some Southeast Asian style draft. Ruby picked up doesn't really surprise me because you want to pick it if you think the enemy is going to pick your
Oh,
Magnus.
you want to pick Rubik, right? Is that how Dota works?
You want to pick Rubik if the enemy team is going to pick a Magnus. I mean, if you're not taking Magnus here, you need to pick Rubik because you can't pick Magnus and give away Rubik, really. Like, it's a bit too
10
strong.
seconds remaining.
But kind of forces the hand
5
of
seconds remaining.
AprilFoolDay. I got this. We're doing good on the team names.
Despicable Me Too.
Despicable
Never seen
Me
that movie,
Too.
actually, have you?
Oh, it's so good! It's amazing!
I wanted to go through like a whole Pixar phase and just watch all the movies. I tried to watch Toy Story 3. That ended so poorly. It's so bad.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan. Well, it
I
was
was like,
okay.
man.
It was okay. But
Reserve
it
time.
wasn't. It didn't live up to the old ones, right?
It didn't, and my childhood was pretty much ruined after watching it.
Wow, ruined. That's pretty.
Yeah, it literally ruined. Like
That's
there was
pretty
no
rough.
in between of like, I'm crushed. It's ruined.
Shadow
I
Demon
couldn't
picked up
bounce
here,
back from that devastation.
and Puck picked up. Yeah, I mean, kind of just
Radiant
counter
team
picking.
pick.
Puck counter picks that Quap very well. We're gonna have a really fun mid lane, most likely. Interesting.
So I assume we're gonna see a Puck versus Queen of Pain mid.
Yeah, exactly. But
More than
I wonder if they're gonna pick up an offlaner here, because if you don't pick an offlaner in the first 3, you usually end up pretty starved for offlaners in the second
10
phase, right?
seconds remaining.
Because like there are only so many good offlane heroes right now,
5 seconds remaining.
and we actually see that a lot. Teams just mass banning offlane heroes.
Reserve time.
that happened. A game that we just recently casted. I forget which game it was.
Yeah,
They just banned Mass Offlane.
yeah, and then you end up having to aggressive trail lane. Even if your trail lane is weaker, you have to, because you simply don't have anything to
Yep.
pick otherwise. So we'll see what they do here. Gyrocopter picked up. Okay, so they aren't gonna pick that offlane solo unless they do the safe
That
lane
is-
Gyrocopter or a safe lane Quap. I mean, they can still go aggressive trail lane with that Rubik. I really like Gyrocopter here, actually.
Good hero.
Yeah, it is. Magnus banned out.
Radiant
Man,
team
today
ban.
we're getting all these like first tier heroes that just make it to the second ban phase before being banned out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happened with Carl earlier.
Happened with Magnus as well, I think. A&M.
Yeah.
I think it's a good ban.
Dire team
AM banned out.
ban.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to get split pushed a lot. But I don't think they were gonna pick AM. They
Whoever
already
that
have the lone
Yomu
druid.
guy
but-
is, he's on my friends list on my Smurf.
Who?
The captain for the Dire team. I don't know how. I really have no idea who he is.
Wow. Nice one with the big
Fuck.
contacts.
What's
Team
the-
ban.
That's the second time we've seen Clockwork ban.
Yeah.
And kind of in the same situation.
I mean, he is a very good. Well, no, I think it was more justified last time because they had a Magic Immunity hero, like a Magic Immunity reliant hero, and Cogs kind of messed that up. But this game, I don't really see it. I mean, it is a good hero. It's always a good pick in my opinion, but I don't think it's ban worthy. I think there are better bans. But then again, they are just banning offlaners. So,
Pretty interesting little fact. The Dire team knocked out 4Love from
10
GosuCup
seconds remaining.
a couple rounds ago.
in the fourth round, I think.
5
Yep,
seconds
round 4.
remaining.
Or round 3, maybe? I don't know. I'm just gonna stop talking about the bracket because I can't remember anything. Leshrac banned out.
Dire
Yeah,
team
just don't want to
ban.
go up against that Shadow Demon Leshrac combo. It's just too potent.
The
with
classic
that
combo that
spinner.
we've only seen once.
Well,
predict
this
every single
tournament,
game.
I mean, we only casted 2 games, Asway.
Well,
That Jakiro ban is very interesting to me.
how so?
Because I thought they were gonna ban Darkseer.
Maybe they want Darks here.
Yeah, maybe. Well, yeah, maybe, I guess. And do like a dual roam strategy with Shadow Demon and something
Put
else.
Shadow Demon, someone else in the safe lane.
Well, it's not gonna
and
be a
just push
Leshrac.
that. Could be
Hmm.
Lena.
Yeah, it could be Alina. What else could it be? It could be...
Anything with a stun, I think is
Yeah,
what we-
really. Well,
We've
I
pretty
still want to
much-
see another Shaker.
10 seconds remaining.
a shaker.
Yeah, there's a bit of... Oh, Juggernaut banned out.
Who bans a Juggernaut? That's impressive.
Who bans Juggernaut? Did you just say that? You banned Juggernaut. There we go with the
Yeah.
Lina, yeah.
Team
Just kind of like the lesser version of the Leshrac. Jeez, that was tough to say. That's a tongue twister. Yeah.
So, April Fool's Day, yes, can either play super aggressive with their 2 supports or actually very defensive, depending on how they want to play.
Yeah, they can pretty much do anything here.
10 seconds
Their last
remaining.
pick pretty much says what they're going to do.
Yeah, exactly.
5 seconds remaining.
And this is kind of the trademark of a good draft. When you want to keep your enemies in the dark, obviously, because it is a mind game, very much so.
Reserve time.
I wonder what they're gonna pick here. Maybe they want Lina? Could be. I mean, they need another support. And I don't know what that's gonna be. Visage pickup. Oh my god, I love this hero.
Dire team pick.
I absolutely love this.
I think that's actually a great pickup because you have Puck spamming spells, Shadow Demon spamming spells, and same with Lena. And they're all going to do damage to someone on Visage's team,
Yeah.
pretty much giving Visage a full bar
But it
for
looks like
Soul Assumption.
they're expecting the aggressive child in here. While the enemy team can still kind of dodge that.
10
I mean, they
seconds
already have the
remaining.
lone druid. They can actually do a dual roam strategy and pick like an offlaner that can be fine
5
on its own.
seconds
Visage
remaining.
isn't the best pick if you're not going tri-lane versus tri-lane, right?
Yes.
So,
Reserve
So
but maybe
what
they
if-
want to aggressive tri-lane. I mean, the draft is very much so open still.
It is. It depends on the last hero, right? But now, what about if Dire decide to do, like, say they put Gyrocopter safe lane, an aggressive try with the Rubik Visage and Undying? Could that work?
Yeah, I guess.
Which would actually be a very strong try lane.
Yeah. But I don't think we're going to see an Undying pickup, because they already have a distinct lack of stuns, so
Yes.
I think they want to
true.
pick up something that can stun here. Or in some way disable. Maybe looking at a Beastmaster.
Maybe a Luna?
Radiant
Maybe.
team pick.
Maybe,
aggressive
yeah,
Luna.
maybe.
Weaver is interesting.
Yeah, it is.
So I assume they want either they're gonna go with the lone druid and just pull safe, or try that with the
This
Weaver.
is a lot like the draft we saw from who was it, Censored in the very first game we casted.
Against Chongfu.
Yeah. Basically, they can put any of their solos anywhere. It's that simple.
10 seconds.
It's either going to be an
remaining.
aggressive tri-lane with Weaver, or it's going to be a safe lane tri-lane with Weaver. But Weaver is going in the
5
tri-lane, I'm
seconds
almost sure of it.
remaining.
Actually, even so, they could do it with the Lone
Reserve
Druid,
time.
but that's not as typical. And Darks are picked up here,
So
yeah,
that's a GosuCup turn, the tri-lane.
yeah. Nothing really shocking,
Nope. Pretty much standard Dota.
yeah.
Nothing too out of the ordinary.
Except for Visage. We don't see Visage that much.
Yeah. Well, you don't, I do. NA Dota, bro. NA Dota picks Visage all the time.
NA Dota.
NADota.com. Huge shout out. Providing entertaining content daily basis.
It is a pretty funny forum to read every now and then. Right, we're just waiting for the last pick here, but it's taking quite some time. Maybe he disconnected. Doesn't look like it yet though.
10 seconds remaining.
10 seconds remaining.
5 seconds remaining.
That's on page 5?
What's on page 5? Oh, there we go. Yeah, it looks like it disconnected actually. We can go over the heroes that have connected so far. We have Chibix33 playing this puck. We have KS playing the Shadow Demon. We have a Chinese player, or Malaysian or something, playing this Lina. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that because I have no idea how to read Chinese. We have Rave Plu playing the Lone Druid, and question mark playing the Weaver. And for the Radiant side, we have Yumu Konpaku playing the Rubik. We have Pretty Flower Boy playing the Gyrocopter. We have Zed Muffin Man playing the Visage, and we have Famofu playing the Queen of Pain. Many people will know this player, quite famous. And we have T-Duck playing the Darkseer in the offlane. And we do see a response here from the Radiant side. They want to tri-lane versus tri-lane with that Visage.
Yep.
Correctly
And I think
predicted the
they're actually
aggressive
gonna do quite
tri-lane. Interesting though that they decided to send Darkseer against Lone Druid top. Lone Druid does really well against Darkseer. Like, very,
30
very
seconds
well.
to battle.
T-Duck will... It's the same thing as we said earlier. Like, Darkseer, he's not going to win a lane, but he's not going to, like, lose it. He's going to Darkseer.
He's gonna get some farm, yeah, but
Yeah.
Lone Druid does a lot more with that farm. I don't know.
Now, what about mid? Classic Puck versus Quap.
I actually think Puck has the upper hand since the last patch, but it depends.
The
I mean,
battle
look at Quap's
begins.
item build. She's expecting a tough time. This is why she's going for this item build.
Yep.
Just being very aggressive and very greedy with her damage.
Now, if Quap didn't have the circlet and one less branch, they would do the same auto attack, wouldn't they?
Only she, without the circle, she would do 57. So
Yeah. So if she didn't get that circlet, she would have been on the same
yeah,
attack damage as Buck.
yeah. Phase shift
But
level
I think
1 for
with that
Puck.
phase shift
Yeah,
is interesting. I
yeah.
don't really
Typically you
agree with
go
it.
the illusory orb, but there you go.
But I guess what's the phase shift? The classic Shadow Strike.
Darks are doing some creep holding up here. Just creep skipping as much as he can. Lone Druid doing the exact same thing with the Spirit Bear. Just holding it off the tower. Let's see.
The word placement is quite interesting for each team.
Yeah, just
Pretty
covering
much
that bottom
like,
room.
Yeah. Nothing too out of the ordinary.
Look at this
Some
pull.
standard Dota boards.
Look at this pull. That is so greedy.
I'm gonna try and contest it.
Look at how much damage that Weaver is doing.
Yep.
58 damage on level 1. Doesn't even have any real damage items. Only 3 branches. Strength of Weaver, really.
Still hits for 58 though.
Yeah. He hits really hard.
Well played by Radiant to counter that ward instantly.
Yeah. Looking towards the mid lane. 3 and 5 for Puck against 2 and 3. So Puck is actually winning this pretty convincingly at the moment. Getting a huge experience advantage, but... Oh, actually, Quav is catching back up now. So, this
Wow.
is just a trade.
Darkseer is 5-0. Lone Druid's 3-1.
Yeah, he did kill that creep wave, so we got 4 creeps at the very first wave.
Yep.
Since then he hasn't really got much at all. But this Lone Druid isn't really getting as much as he should. Oh, he's gonna take a lot of damage here from Darkseer actually.
Darkseer?
Yeah,
Darkseer's
well,
actually
Darkseer
doing
backs out.
damage.
Okay. Level 2 Iron Shell, I thought it was gonna do a lot more to that Lone Druid, but he was fine.
So, this bottom lane, who do you think should come out on top if they both play up to par?
I don't really know. I wanna say the Dire because Shadow Demon Lina is a really good combo, and Weaver can't actually be hit by Rocket Barrage when he's invis. But with Sentries, I'm not quite so sure. I mean,
It's hard to
Visage is
tell.
really strong too.
Yes, he's incredibly strong here on a try.
Yeah, so it's
It-
pretty tough to call.
You
I think
don't see a
it
lot
comes
of
down to
Triley
the
Weavers.
engagement.
Yep, I
You've
agree.
been burned.
Interesting that this Weaver decided to go for the Geminate attack on level 2 instead of the Swarm, like we saw the last Weaver do.
Dire's top tower
The
is under
swarm
attack.
worked out for them. It did damage, and it
Yeah.
was very annoying to deal with.
Yeah,
But I
but
still
so
think
would Geminate
Geminate-
attack. Yeah,
I still think Geminate's the right build.
yeah, so do I. Looking at this Darkseer, actually, he's farming pretty fast.
Yeah,
Top
actually,
CS
he's
in the
doing
game
very
right now. Gonna take a lot of damage right here, though. I mean, only 2 auto attacks, but it's still quite a bit. If you don't have those stout shield procs,
Puck
then
mid is taking an incredible amount of large damage.
yeah, he didn't quite manage to get the phase shift dodge
He
on the
decided to
Shadow Strike.
phase shift. Yeah, he phase shifted Scream.
Yeah, you can't do that. Well, you're supposed to do that. Okay, the way that matchup works is that the Queen of Pain has to get Shadow Strike, even though she might
Yes.
not want to, only to bait out phase shifts, so that she can start screaming on the Puck.
Mhm.
And Puck wants to dodge Shadow Strike and then silence the Quap before she can scream, but it's really hard. He lose mid. He lose mid? Do Navi. He tactical boss.
Classic shit talk.
Yep.
Oh, it's like that one game that we casted where it was delayed for like an hour by pauses. Wait gaming.
Wait gaming. Any of our very old viewers might remember that.
Rest in peace, wait gaming.
Yeah, wow. Well, I hope I never get to see that again. That was like 40-minute pause combined. It was
Yeah,
terrible.
total of 40 minutes.
Oh, it was absolutely terrible.
No jeez.
Weaver actually eats that rocket. Pretty surprised about that. He can use dodge it really
It
easily.
doesn't do too much damage though.
But it's still something. I mean, if the Radiant go up and auto attack him a few times, it's suddenly a lot of damage, right? So
Yes, it's true. Darkseer has his Soul Ring recipe coming out to him.
yeah, I mean,
Full Soul Ring.
yeah, he should have his full Soul Ring. With 20 CS, he should have it actually. Yeah. there
There's
we
a
go.
kill on bottom lane.
Oh,
Or-
is
oh
there?
no, wow, he TP'd out. Well played by Shadow Demon.
Oh, look at the damage from that gyrocopter. Getting 2 heroes down to half HP. That's a lot of damage. This is kind of what I was talking about, though. How Weaver can't actually be hit by it, by the
Yeah.
rocket barrage without sentries, unless he walks into him, obviously, without him missing,
Yep.
like he did there.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh, look at top lane actually. Disentangle. Oh, is he gonna get another entangle? Is he gonna get it? Oh, the bear is actually getting blocked. I don't think it's gonna matter. Picks up the kill. First blood for the Lone Druid. That is not what you want if you're the Radiant side.
I think G-Duck definitely were extended. He was playing so well.
Yeah.
Playing so well at top
Dire's
lane.
top
21
tower
CS.
is under attack.
Out CSing the bear, out CSing everyone in the game, and just overextended.
Yeah, I mean,
But
he
that's
was just
bad.
doing what he's done all game, but he didn't quite account for the possibility of an entangle. And the Lone
Yeah.
Druid was level 6, so maybe he should have thought about it. But, I mean, mistakes happen.
Yep, they do.
He thought it was safe, but the Lone Druid got a lucky entangle, and I mean, we all know how powerful that entangle is.
Weaver got 1 in Swarm at level 3.
Yeah, I'm not surprised about that actually. 1 in Swarm is actually pretty strong. It gives you a lot.
Yep.
Jeez. Looking at this mid lane, Puck is actually losing by quite a bit. 14 denies on Famofu is a lot. I mean, an entire level ahead. Oh, well, half a level, I suppose, but that's quite a bit of experience. And that's just from the denies. Puck is also sitting at 14 denies, though. So I guess there's gotta be something else factoring in. Look at this courier from the Radiant.
No, nice.
Looking at the
A
top lane.
squid?
Oh, yeah, that's a squid. T-Duck living life on the edge here. This bear! Wow. This manly bear.
Shadow Demon is directed up top. I'm gonna start stacking and killing.
Yeah.
Yeah. AprilFoolDay have decided to abandon ship on their Crest of Trillium.
Yeah, and I mean,
And
it wasn't
let
really
Weaver
working
one
out. And
HP.
Weaver is one of those heroes that can actually survive on his own, so...
Yeah, he'll be fine, unless they smoke or something like that.
And even
Or
so,
dust,
he should
sorry.
be fine. Because they don't have enough lockdown to keep him.
They really don't. But they might have enough burst to kill him. But
You
only
think so?
600 HP. If they can get a full rocket barrage,
Yeah,
decent soul
yeah.
assumption.
You're right.
Like he only has 600 HP and he doesn't have ult. And wow.
Oh, I
Killed
actually missed
Darkseer
that.
up top.
Yeah. And I mean, that's just the rotation for you. It's not really that much going on. Oh, actually, speaking of not much going on, Queen of Pain jumps in on the Puck and gets the scream off. Puck not quite able to dodge it that time, but pays for it.
Can bottle up. Yep.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a lot of damage. Having to have regen pulled onto him now, actually. Famofu actually won this lane by quite a bit, I would say. I mean, he is in control at least.
Yes. He did. He played very well mid.
Yeah.
And he has the upper hand right now. Puck's gonna bottle the illusion rune bottom. Forcing Co-op to either bottle Crow or go back to base to fill the bottle. Looks like she's gonna bottle Crow.
Yeah.
Courier is heading towards mid. If you look at the last hits, Lone Druid is at the top of 37.
Yeah.
But then Darkseer, Gyrocopter, and Co-op are all there, but 33.
Yeah, all the 3 core heroes from the
The
Radiant
heroes
are
that
doing
need
very
to
well.
get farmed are getting the farm.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, they are in the dire as well. Weaver is at 28, so...
Yep. So everyone pretty much is... Like, Puck's at 30, Weaver's at 28. All those heroes are pretty much... Like, they're all even with CS. No one's, like, ahead by quite a bit, except for the Lone Druid. It's at 41 now.
Yeah.
And all the supports are at 9, 8, 6, 5. Like, they're all... Everyone's pretty much same for last hits. Which is rather interesting, because you don't see that quite a bit.
Yeah. On top of that,
Normally
the
someone
last hits are
is-
actually fairly low this game. The Lone Druid is the only one doing well, but nobody's
Yes.
doing really well, right?
No one's... Yeah, it's...
If you're doing really well, you aim for almost 70 at 10 minutes in. I mean, that's really
Going
good,
on mid.
right?
Puck's gonna kill the quad.
Oh, I actually missed
Okay.
it.
Puck used his ultimate, got the quad.
Time to
Solo kill.
hibernate.
While Lena tried to go bottom. Look for a run.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you have to be afraid of when you're co-op in this matchup. That silence just lasts for a very long time.
It does. Shadow Demon is actually 2 in Soul Catcher, 2 in Shadow Poison.
Really?
Which is interesting because last couple
Yeah.
of games we've seen Max Shadow Poison.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Soul Catcher still the old
It's
go-to
still
as
good,
well.
yeah.
So, not like he's maxing disruption.
Weaver's going for a Vanguard, by the looks of it. Which I don't
I
think you
wonder
agree
if
with.
that's actually a Vanguard. I think you might be a Lincoln's.
Could be a Lincoln's.
Yeah,
It could still go Poor Man's Shield.
Yeah. Or just save the Stout Shield as it is.
Puck's gonna try and kill Rubik bottom. Actually gonna get it.
Yeah.
And
dodges
phase
the
shifts.
soul assumption. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, is he gonna go in on the Visage?
You might try and kill the courier.
Yeah, looks
actually.
like it.
He's aiming for the courier.
Yeah, he's going for the courier.
Still has haste.
Oh, but he can't go in on. Oh, he got it!
Courier has been killed.
Huge place by Chibi's here.
But he has ult up soon. 2 seconds. That's ult.
But he doesn't have
Full
much
bottle.
mana.
He has a full bottle though.
Going in here would be very scary.
With the Weaver, I don't know.
I don't know though. That
Looks like they're gonna
it's
try
still a
and
lot
push
of
them up.
damage coming out.
Is
So
under attack.
Through here, it's gonna try and take the tier 1 top.
yeah,
Massive wave.
Radiant structures are
fortify.
fortified.
yeah.
Rubik's trying to come up top to help.
Look at how
Darkseer out.
zoned out this Dark Series.
Radiant's
Just has
top
no
tower
business
is
being
under
here.
attack.
Still gets the Iron Shell, but it's taken out so fast. Look at how aggressive this puck is being now. Realizing that he's hit his stride. I mean, this is the time when he wants to be as aggressive as possible. This is his peak. This is when he needs to
Yes.
make things happen.
He's snowballing. He's
Yeah.
a snowball hero.
Yeah.
He's doing it. Oh, they're gonna try and go on the Darkseer up top.
Yep.
Or on the Rubik. Gonna get Soul Catcher.
Oh wow,
Yes.
that's a lot of damage.
Might be able to kill the Darkseer if they can get a root. Here comes the Jarrett.
Oh.
Gonna miss. And yeah.
Looks like they're
That's
not
that.
actually gonna get a root here.
That's
Might
unfortunate.
actually. No. The bear's gonna be fine.
Lena taps an alt chat B. WC. Not
Oh.
quite sure. Oh, wrong chat.
Yeah, wrong chat.
I wasn't sure if that was. Looks like they're gonna go bottom. Weaver has an invis, gonna go for the co-op.
Yeah.
Puck's on his way.
Quap realizing that, hey, I don't actually want to fight this. Oh, might be in
Puck
trouble
ulted.
now. Needs to TP away. Oh,
Wow.
that's a lot of damage.
Right.
Catacombs.
Yeah.
And that's just a Geminate attack for you. I mean, the double attack does a lot of damage.
Yep.
Especially for a hero like Quap that doesn't have that much armor, right? Only 4 armor?
Yeah.
That's not too much. Puck is sitting at 6 right now. And even that's not that much.
Gyro is
11,
quite a bit
yeah.
as well.
So,
Yeah. Puck very vulnerable. Or sorry, Quap.
yeah.
Only level 8.
I mean, we were talking about how he was doing so
Okay.
well in his lane, but I mean, not really capitalizing on it as well as
He
the
had around
Puck
8.
have.
Yeah. He had 800 HP when he died, which is
Yeah.
not a lot at all for a hero like Puck, who does a lot of burst damage.
Well, he was sitting a bit lower than that, maybe around like 500, maybe.
When he just died?
Yeah. Well, he was.
Well,
I mean, he took a lot of damage from the Weaver around the bottom rune.
yeah.
Then he blinked away and got hit by
Denied.
the Quap ulti or the Puck ulti. So
There's
he took quite a
barely
bit of
any
damage from
vision
that.
up right now for the Radiant team. There's one ward up, and that's mid.
Yeah. I mean, the Dire also have pretty much the same ward, but then they also have this one
same-
in the top one.
They went up top near the tier 1 tower
Yeah.
that they killed. That's pretty fresh.
Yeah.
And there's smoke.
look
They're
at the
gonna
smoke.
try and go in the Darks here. There's an interruption. Put him under. Soul Catcher.
Yeah, and this is
Shoot
gonna
up,
be a
skip
kill.
fall. Well played.
That soul
Radiant's
catch
could
is really
actually
paying
just
off.
respawn.
Look at this mid lane. Puck is just auto attacking this Quap. Oh, misses the silence actually. That's pretty big. That means she cannot take a fight with the Quap. Oh,
That's not good for Puck.
nope, this is really bad for Puck. Oh, and waste the phase shift.
Oh, they're gonna kill the Quap.
But this is some really good response from the Dire side. That's exactly what they needed to do. That Puck was a goner, but they just rotated their supports properly. And
Puck, yeah. Quap should have killed that Puck, but
yeah,
supports played very well.
Yep.
Rotated.
perfect. Very, very quick responses, right?
Yes.
It couldn't actually be any later. Like it had to be instantly, pretty much, and it was. What items do we see on the Lone Druid? Oh, going for that Radiance. Not going for that Armlet that we've seen a lot in the Western scene. And also some in the Asian scene, I guess. With IG picking it up.
What's interesting is, I was discussing with Beat this whole armlet thing, and he definitely likes it, but I forget who we were watching, but the person went, what is it, Maelstrom, after the armlet.
Yeah.
And Beatus was saying that's actually not that good because you can't proc Maelstrom and Roots at the same time.
Dire's
They're
middle tower
on the
is
same
under
cooldown.
attack.
They're not on the same cooldown, but they're both.
You sure? Because you can't proc them at the same time.
Yeah,
They're
it's because
the same.
it's because Roots is a unique attack modifier, right?
Yes.
And
that's
so
what- yeah,
so is the Maelstrom. But the thing is that Maelstrom only counts as an attack modifier when it actually hits.
Yes.
So it's not. Yeah, you can't proc them at the same time, but you're not actually gonna lose out too much on it.
They're actually gonna go bottom. There's the swarm. Puck has ulti. There goes Rubik. Lena's actually may live here. Huge disruption.
That was a
Maybe
massive
they're
vacuum, though.
Yeah. That's massive by the Darks here. And
3 for
Prestige
1.
doing better damage.
That's. I mean, that's kind of what happens when you pick a fight with Gyrocopter this early on in the game, without
Especially
many
under the
creeps around.
tower.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Visage had like 2 full charged soul assumptions that fight, I think.
It's actually a mech finished on the Darks here.
Really? Oh, that
That's
is.
it, yep.
That's quite fast.
And just like that, they bring the gold slightly towards the main experience.
Look at these wards placed on the bottom lane. Were they worth it?
It's still good if they want to be aggressive. Weaver's still bottom trying to farm, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, I
Weaver knows
suppose.
it's gonna get ganked. Lone Druid
Jeez.
has Radiance if he wants it.
Oh, that's absolutely massive. That's a pretty fast Radiance. It's not the
17.
fastest, but it's pretty fast. It's pretty damn fast, I would say.
For the pace of the game and his farm. it's
Yeah,
still-
exactly. We were talking about how nobody's really doing that well in the CS, so... I mean, it's gonna have the same impact as a 14-minute Radiance would in an
Puck has
otherwise
Blink Dagger and they're looking to go bottom.
more farmed game.
Puck has Blink Dagger. He's gonna blink in. I'll be the Gyrocopter. The dead Gyro. Probably in a dead Visage as well.
I don't think Visage is gonna die here, but I think
Rubik has
is in
Laguna.
trouble.
Rubik has Laguna.
Oh. Is Fumofo gonna get this kill? No! No! Yeah, he does get it.
Rubik still has Laguna. Oh no, he used it.
This puck is playing so well. Oh, wow.
And that's Puck.
Is he
Most
gonna be
annoying
fine?
hero in the
It looks like he's gonna be fine,
Weaver's still
actually.
in.
Look at this courier. It's so risky. He's gonna kill the courier once again. Oh. Is this puck in trouble?
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Oh. Almost.
Here comes the bug.
But meanwhile, I mean, this lone dude is just taking the tower. And he
Yeah,
got his Radiance delivered
The
to him.
fight was in the Dire's favor. They created space.
Yeah. I mean,
Weaver
even if
didn't
they
die.
lost out in the numbers, which they didn't, by the way, that was a 4v5 fight. You have to keep that in mind,
Yes.
that Radiance is going to do a lot in team fights.
Weaver didn't die. He got a couple
Radiant's
assists out of
bottom
it.
tower
Yeah.
is under attack.
And, you know...
And it
Puck
bought him
being Puck
space,
stuff.
as you said. I mean, it just buys space, and that's what the Dire wants, because they have the better late game composition. In my opinion. You could definitely argue that with Darkseer.
Yeah.
You never really have the late
Radiant's
game
bottom
advantage, but
tower has fallen.
I would say they do.
They're smoked up. They took the tier on bottom. They're smoked up, hanging in the jungle.
Yeah.
Looking to get a few kills, and they may actually find it.
Could also be a smoke in the roast right here.
They're gonna go Roche. Yep.
Finding the ward, I like that. Just killing it. Realizing that Weaver can actually do it because they're not going to suspect the smoke.
Weaver's having a very difficult
Yeah. Having to use the swarm actually, that's a long cooldown. But there you go.
It's a long cooldown, but it's worth it. They're not gonna fight anytime soon, and he knows it.
Unless the Radiant find out about this Roche.
Even if they did, I don't think they can contest it. And
You don't
Puck
think so?
actually may drop up top. There's 3 heroes here gathering.
Yeah.
But then again, Puck is a sneaky hero that you gotta use a lot to kill him, right?
Yeah. Especially with that Blink Dagger. Oh, and he
Ooh.
orbed too early.
He's dead.
Yeah. He orbed a bit too early
Great.
because he didn't know that people were coming, obviously, but...
Yep.
Roshan
But,
has
I mean,
fallen
it
to the
does
dark.
buy them space. Buy them time. This Weaver almost has his Lincolns now, and that's going to be pretty big.
Yes.
I mean, it doesn't block anything crucial until this Quap has an item to kind of shut down the Weaver. And Quap is
yeah,
working on that
it's all
Orchid. So.
assumption. Telekinesis.
Yeah, but I mean something that can lock him down. I mean, yeah, telekinesis maybe, but I mean the biggest thing is that this Quap is working on an Orchid with that quarterstaff, and Weaver isn't going to be affected by that at all. So they need toilet break. This is a good time to go over the graphs. I usually do it by 20 minutes anyway, so the pause kind of just was a perfect timing. A 5k gold lead for the dire side here. Nothing really shocking. With the tower lead they have, and the Roche, I mean it's just kind of what you expect, isn't it? And the experience lead, it's a lot closer. It comes down to the kills here, but 2.5k in the lead. 3k actually, not 2.5k. So
BKB finished on the gyrocopter.
oh really? That's going to be an absolutely massive pickup. Can still get rooted, but he can also save his BKB until he gets rooted and dispel the roots. But it opens up a lot of teamfight capabilities for the Radiant side. While before they've probably said that, hey, we're actually a bit weak. They have a farm advantage on us, and we don't really want to fight yet. Now they probably want to fight. BKB is something you get when you're ready to fight, right? You don't get it as a first item unless you want to fight very early on.
Yes.
So they're probably getting ready for a heavy push. And I mean, it's coming. The heavy push is coming from the dire side here. This lone druid with the Aegis, he isn't gonna back down. They're not gonna slow down the dire side. And it just comes down to, is the Radiant side ready to stop them, right?
Pretty much. The Quap is working towards a solid stick. The Orchid.
Yeah, an Orchid, yeah. That's what I was talking about with the Weaver. And like this Linken's pickup is just a preemptive pickup against this Quap. And I really, really like it.
Nothing really like big picked up. Everyone's just working towards something.
Yeah.
The last item that got picked up was the BKB.
Yeah, the BKB is really, really big though.
It gives him mobility in team fights, right? Like
yeah,
you can't get
it opens up a lot for them. Also, he's gonna dodge a lot of damage because 3 of the heroes on their side do massive burst damage with that's only magic. Obviously, the Puck and the Lina and the Shadow Demon. Not to like mention the control that they offer.
Well, you can still demonic purge, can't you, through BKB?
Yes, but the damage won't get applied. Yes. So
can you can illusionary orb, right? BKB?
Nope.
Okay.
Nothing the Puck has goes through BKB. Apart from maybe the ulti. The initial stun and damage can be blocked by Linken's Sphere, but the target will still be... Nope, never mind. I love that new function, by the way. Makes my life as a caster easier.
What function is this?
If you mouse over a spell, you can hold Alt, and you'll see like special details on the spell.
Oh, that's broken.
So good for us casters, right?
That's a thing.
That's a thing.
Smoke up mid, actually.
We've learned so much today.
For the smoke up for basically just the Rubik.
Yeah.
But he gets seen because there is a sentry mid.
Yeah, and he walked right past it. Actually,
and he knows because he just got attacked by creeps.
Yeah.
Visage, good job on counter warding up top.
Yeah. I mean, it was... Oh, actually, that was a fresh ward.
Yep.
He's using the familiars for it.
Dire's middle
Pretty good.
tower is under attack.
He's got that perfect micro skills.
They might not contest this. No druid up top. The drugs here.
Probably gonna pick up his Hyperstone right here. Yep, there we go. With the Spirit Bear.
That's a JRT being in.
Yeah.
With the fresh BKB. 10-second charge.
He's using the Radiance Burn to farm these creeps. Not wanting to risk anything. Oh, but they're
Look
gonna
at
go.
this Weaver.
If he gets an entangle here, that Gyrocopter is dead. But not gonna risk it.
Weaver
They don't know who's
has
coming.
his Lincolns and is playing incredibly aggressive bottom farming.
Yeah. I mean, when you have the Lincolns, he's not gonna be afraid of anything. As you said, it was pretty much only the telekinesis earlier. So he doesn't have to be afraid of anything until the Quap has the Orchid. Because the only thing that can actually lock him down is blocked by his Lincoln Sphere.
Radiant's top
I mean, they
tower
can use
is under
the
attack.
homing missile to proc the Lincoln Sphere and then lift him up, but it still requires some setup. And it's gonna warn him that they wanna go in on him, so I don't think he has to be afraid.
Radiant's top tower.
Weaver's currently playing very well.
Radiant's top
He's
tower
sitting bottom,
has
pushing the
fallen.
lane, forcing the Radiant just to sit bottom and counter push as the Baird and Shadow Demon take top tower.
Yeah, but it's really
Clean
just the
space.
strength of Weaver, isn't it? I mean, he is the
Yeah.
split pushing carry with that Geminate and that minus armor from the Swarm, and the incredible elusiveness of the hero. He just does split pushing really, really well.
Yep.
And Lone Druid obviously does it as well, so split pushing is very hard to deal with against this type of lineup. Oh my god, Dagon picked up on this puck. I love
wow.
that. I
What level?
absolutely love it.
Level 1.
Yep, giving them even more burst damage. Exactly what they need. Just more when you're ahead, get more ahead, right?
What is that? That's some day 9.
Yep, it's day
Wow.
9. I'm a
They
big
killed
fan
the
of day
bear?
9. Shout out to day 9.
They killed one bear, so it's a bear on cooldown.
Yeah.
Which is pretty big. Killing the bear is
Yeah,
hard
especially
if you
since he
can
has an
if you can
Aegis.
manage it.
Because when he dies, if they kill the bear during that, he's gonna come up and there's
Radiant's
not gonna be a
bottom
bear
tower is under
available,
attack.
obviously. And that's pretty big. Because the bear is
Look at this.
surprisingly squishy after the Lone Druid actually dies.
4 of the Darius heroes rotated bottom to push,
Oh,
while
huge
the
deny.
bear sat mid, yeah.
Yeah, huge deny.
Even though the deny is helpful,
The Lone Druid is still
Great.
taking the towers. Like, the towers are still
Yeah.
falling. They're denied, but they're dead. In the end,
Towers,
it's still a
they're-
victory
yeah.
for the dire side, even though it's not as big as it could have been.
and it's not just gold that you gain from a
Yeah,
tower
it's the
kill,
map
the
control.
Map control. And
Especially,
vision.
since the dire have their tier 2 bottom and tier 2 mid, and also their tier 1 bottom, obviously. But it's the tier 2 that's important, because contesting Roche when you don't have tier 2 mid or tier 2 bottom for Radiant is really hard, especially the tier
Yeah.
2 bottom. So if they lose that, I think they're going to be in big trouble. And this Lone Druid is just buying space, buying time.
He's pushing 2 lanes,
Yeah.
mid and top.
Yeah.
He's playing so well.
And this is so annoying to deal with if you're the Radiant side, because how do you respond to it? You don't want to dedicate like 4 heroes to 1 lane, because as you said, he's pushing 2 lanes.
Quap is about 100
Radiant's top
gold from her
tower is
orchid.
under attack.
That's pretty big. If they can get an Orchid on Weaver and kill him in a team fight, then it's going to be absolutely massive. But it's going to be hard because of that linkage.
Yep. They were sitting on 2,600 gold.
Yeah. I wonder what he's going to
Radiant
buy actually.
structures
Still
are
sitting on naked
Look at
boots.
this bear playing so
Radiant's
aggressive
bottom
with that.
Yeah,
Aegis,
he
knowing
doesn't
that
care
it's
at all.
expiring soon.
Yeah.
Trying to force something with that Aegis.
Yeah. I wonder what the timer for that is
But he
actually.
needs to be careful with this bear. It's I don't know if it's cooler anymore, but it's relatively low.
Yeah. Oh wow, what a Queen of Pain ulti! That puck just got absolutely decimated by that. And look at this Weaver. He's taking a lot of damage, and he does go down. This is what I was talking about. If they have a good engagement, the Radiant are a very strong team fighting side.
There. And they got the engagement they wanted, and look what happened.
Yeah, look at Fabo
3 for
flicking
1.
into the trees here. Wow. It's a bit unfortunate, but it happens. Look at his rocket. We're gonna follow this rocket. And it hits the bear. But the bear doesn't care.
That is Orchid on the Quap now.
I think she had it last fight, but I'm not quite sure. The big thing is that it's an ogre club. If she gets that BKB, she's going to be very hard to kill in the team fights, which means she's always going to be able to get her burst off. So far, they've been relying a lot on the puck silencing and taking the Quap out of team fights, but they're not going to be able to do that if she gets a BKB.
Gyrocopter down bottom.
Yeah. Oh wow, look at that damage! This is what I was talking about with the Dagon. They needed that burst damage. Even with the BKB, he still took a lot of damage because he wasn't able to activate it fast enough because it's so much burst. And he does go down. And this is a very big kill because this means that unless Gyrocopter has a buyback, which he does, they're gonna be able to get this tower bottom. It's
They're
low
gonna kill
already.
a bear up top.
Yeah, and that's something. I mean, but he does have a new one ready,
No.
right? No, he doesn't.
No, 30 seconds.
So for 30 seconds there's no bear. I mean, it is something, but they're still going to lose the bottom tower. And as we talked about earlier, Roche is going to be really hard to contest from this point on. So whenever that comes up, it's basically a free roast for the Dire, unless the Radiant are already in the neighborhood or able to push out from it.
Yep.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
What was that picked up?
Bear
He has an AC.
and Dagon too.
Dagon too. I like that. I actually really like this from Puck. I think he's made the correct call.
Shadow Demon has a gem. Look at this aggressive warding from Dire.
Yeah.
But see, that's what they want to do. They want to go for that new Roche shortly.
Yeah.
Almost up. And they have the control of the jungle pretty much with that vision.
I think this is 2 minutes, right? I'm so bad at reading this clock. But I think it's 2 minutes left.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Something like
I think so. I'm actually not sure what this entire thing is. If only it was like an actual clock with actual numbers and not fake numbers, it would have been cool. But there you go. Valve, if you're listening, get on that. Real numbers, not fake numbers. Thank you. And I mean, just look at the game state here. The Radiant are playing so safe. Like, I mean, we see a lot of heroes mid right now just pushing out as a team because they know that they're blind. They have one
you know
ward.
my motto. Farm is a team, win is a team, bro.
No, it doesn't work.
It's working.
Is it really though? Be
They're
honest
bringing it
here.
back. They won the last 2 fights.
Yeah, they did. And I think they can keep winning team fights if they play smart and safe.
So farming together, pretty much.
Yeah, I guess, but I mean, you can't farm together for too much because you don't want to fall behind either. You have to cut corners if you want to come back. Otherwise, the Dire team is just gonna speed away, right?
Yep.
So, Queen of Pain is getting fairly close to her BKB, but not quite there yet. I think they're gonna need one for the next team fight. Where is this bear? Oh, it's top. There we go.
Weaver has a demon edge.
Yeah, probably gonna go for that. MKB could be a Daedalus. Both are fairly good on Weaver.
They're gonna kill this bear again.
Yeah.
And it's not on cooldown though.
Are they actually gonna kill it? I don't think so.
Nope.
It looks like it's fine.
Wow.
And now they're gonna get a free roast. This is what we were talking about.
Yep.
How do the Radiant contest this? They don't. They just can't.
Yeah, they know, they're well aware. But they can't do anything about it. There is a smoke on Rubik.
Yeah.
Duck is going pipe, relatively close to it. So, and they're smoking up.
Are they
Maybe.
gonna be here in time though? I don't think so. I mean, they know it's happening, but how do they stop it? Yeah, and then now they saw that. Oh, we're not in time.
Sean has
Oh,
They're
that could have been a deny with the Visage Familiars, and I think he tried, but that is really hard to pull off. Puck picks it up actually. Not the Lone Druid. I think they wanted it on the Lone Druid, but they panicked a bit, seeing the Visage Familiars. But going on the Puck is fine as well. I mean, Puck absolutely got crushed in that last team fight, and they lost the team fight as a result of it because nobody was able to keep the co-op down. Oh,
Yeah.
smoke up here from the Dire side.
3-man smoke, 4-man smoke.
Yeah.
You'll Scepter finish on that Lena, which is quite big.
Yeah, it's pretty big actually. Let's dodge a lot of co-op spells because they're all projectiles. Or dodgeable at least. So.
And it looks like they're just gonna sit behind Weaver and try and bait him.
Yeah,
While
exactly.
that bear is pushing out mid.
And this is what they should be doing. I mean, they know that they push a lot faster than the Radiant side do, so they're not they're probably not afraid of the split push. There's gonna have to be a lot of TPs back from the Radiant side very soon.
Do they have TPs?
Yes, they all have TPs, but they have to. There we go.
Yep, here comes Rex here.
And this would have. I mean, just look at how fast this tower is dying. It's gonna die. There is a glyph though. Yep, and there we go. Glyph is used.
Popped on. Yep.
And the bear is gonna die. But they do have another one, right? Nope, they don't have one for 20 seconds, so they do not want to fight yet.
Wasted Demonic Purge on that Rex here.
And meanwhile, these Visage Familiars are just pushing the top lane, helping with the creep push, trying to get something going.
Dire's top tower is under
And now we see
attack.
pinks going out actually, from the Dire side, saying, hey, we gotta defend this, this is gonna fall. But is it actually? Yeah, look at the amount of damage those Familiars are doing. Wow. Yeah, it looks like the top tower is gonna fall.
Radiant's bottom
But I mean, the
tower
bottom tower
has
falls as well.
fallen.
and it comes down to how much can the Radiant actually stall here. This is kind of the strength of the lone druid. He doesn't have to put himself in danger, obviously. Although he doesn't have a bear if this one dies, so he wants to play a bit safe with it. Weaver is also the very elusive hero, though.
Going MKB on that Weaver.
Yeah.
Actually has it if he wants it.
Yeah. Placing that sentry ward. Doesn't want to buy the last part of the MKB. Oh wow, that's a lot of damage from Visage. And we instantly see pings on that Geometry side. Darkshire pretty much killed instantly that team fight.
That's the bear.
The bear is dead, yes. And I don't think the Dire actually want to fight this without a bear. But I am wrong. Look at this. They're charging head first.
What, Mr. Alt?
No, it hit. It hit.
On who?
On 3 heroes. But the
Didn't do
big
much damage though.
No, it didn't do a lot of damage, but it did some damage. Oh, that's a huge stun by Lina.
Yep.
This is not good for the Radiant side. Losing a lot of ground here.
Yeah, they may have not got racked. They got a lot of heroes out of it.
Yeah, and I mean, still. Oh well, it was barely any damage to the wreck. So, all in all, the Radiant held on okay, but they had to use buybacks, and this Gyrocopter can actually afford that. I mean, he can obviously buy it, but he doesn't want to. He wants items. He needs items to do damage. And there we go. MKB picked up on the Weaver. I was saying he didn't actually want to pick up the full Weaver before that fight because he might have needed a buyback.
The full.
Also picked up his treads. Just laid in. I like that. Realizing that, hey, I should probably go back to finishing my boots off.
Now, what should Bear go at this point with 3,500 gold? Well,
I'm not
600.
quite sure. Do they have a pipe? Otherwise, I would love to see a pipe on the bear.
No, they don't have a pipe or mech. No pipe or mech.
Yeah, I would be a very big fan of seeing the pipe on the actual hero.
I think that very.
It looks like that's what he's doing.
Both teams are actually smoked up right now. Not going
he's actually
for
going
each other.
MKB on the Spirit Bear.
That's interesting.
They want
Who are
more
them?
damage. They want to finish this game. They want to siege. But if this bear dies, they're in trouble. They need to be careful with this bear. And there we go.
Seconds.
It's been triggered. They can't actually resummon it. Yeah, and you see the entire Dire side just charging back towards that area.
They can't do much. That's.
Yeah.
That's all of Bear's damage. Bear doesn't do anything now.
Yeah, that was
He's literally a worthless hero.
massive. Well, I don't know about that. He still does some damage.
He's a tank. He's a tank.
And he is a tank.
For
He is a
6
meat
for a
shield,
minute.
right?
Pipes up. They might try and initiate. They
No.
know they have the upper hand.
Yeah, but now they don't have pipes, so they don't want to fight without it. Yeah, they're just gonna back off here. Fighting without pipe is really scary against the Dire side.
I think they popped pipe way too early.
Yeah, they did. I don't think they expected the that much of a defense. I think they expected the Dire side to be further away.
Yep.
Or maybe they just did it and were planning to back off anyway, and wanted to make sure that they bought enough time to do it. Could be.
Gyro has Demon Edge. Probably going that MKB. Or Daedalus.
Or
which
Daedalus, but
seems to be the preferred item.
Yeah.
Gyro's last 2 games.
yeah. See a TP picked up.
Oh wow, there's still a tier 1 bot for the Dire.
Yeah,
Actually,
exactly.
it's
But
only
it's the tier 2
400
that's
HP.
most important, obviously, for that Roche connection.
Yep.
Speaking
Bear
of
has
Roche,
his Bear up now.
there's still an Aegis on this puck, and they're taking level 4.
Aegis is probably going to expire relatively soon.
Yeah, fairly soon. I think there's another minute on it. Yeah.
It
looks
just
like it.
expired.
Oh, it did? Oh yeah, it's 6 minutes. Forgot. I thought it was 7
Yeah,
for some
level
reason.
4 on the puck.
Yeah. But they're gonna probably lose this bottom tower. I don't... Oh, actually, they don't want to give this up at all. Wow, look at that aggressive play from the 2 carries on the Dire side.
Both teams turned in.
Pretty Flower
So,
Boy just running
look at
for
Puck's
his life.
positioning. Look at Puck's positioning. He's
Oh
behind
wow,
them.
oh wow, this is gonna be absolutely massive. Look at that green coil and the follow-up damage. And the Gyrocopter just has nothing to do here. But he does get the ulti off, and he does a lot of damage. He is gonna pick off that Shadow Demon. But meanwhile, his entire team is dying, and he is gonna take a lot of damage, and there we go. He does go down.
Well played by that.
And this
Puck.
Rubik does TP out fine. Quamp is still lingering around. Could potentially
Risky.
get a kill or 2 here. But
Does she have anything?
She does have
Oh,
Orchid
doesn't have
and her Scream, and she does a lot of damage, but yeah, she's just gonna go back to base. I think that's the correct call, because they need to hold these racks, and they know that.
Can they?
That was such a massive play from the puck, though. Wow, what a dream call.
Can they hold the Rex though?
I don't think so. Not
They're gonna
without,
lose it. They don't have gyro.
yeah, I mean, they actually
top lane
accept
is
it.
pushing in as well.
Yeah, they're just gonna go defend top lane, and kind of say that, hey, fuck it,
Radiant's
you take bottom tower, we can't hold it anyway. The thing is that they have to hold everything else now. They cannot allow the Dire to get a bigger advantage from this. And that's gonna be really tough.
They're gonna get Roche. Roche coming up very soon. 4 minutes, 5 minutes.
Yeah, I think it's 3 minutes actually. I think each number is a minute or something. I don't know. I have no idea. MKB still not picked up on his gyrocopter. Deciding that he didn't want to buy back last fight. I think he had it, but I'm not quite sure. It might have been on cooldown. But he had the gold for it at least. Saying that, hey, no, I can't buy back once more. If I do, I'm
Bear
going to fall
has
too far
MKB.
behind. Yeah. And I actually really hope he goes back for a pipe.
Puck taken 5.
Yeah. I wonder what he's going to go for next. Maybe a Yules, maybe a Sheep. Could look towards an Orchid maybe, just for more killing power. Maybe the Ethereal Blade. I love the Ethereal Blade Dagon puck. But it's very offensive, very risky.
Yes.
But then again, so is Dagon itself. So
Let's work out from here.
yeah, and I mean he's upgraded the Dagon, so he clearly wants to invest in it. So the Ethereal Blade could be what he goes for. We'll see. We were getting quite a lot of gold here. Wonder what he's gonna go for. I would look towards that Daedalus just for that extra damage. Because it feels like that's all they need. They don't really struggle staying alive in team fights apart from the supports. And maybe the puck.
Yep.
And the bear, obviously. The actual bear, it does a lot lately. Even though it's really tanky.
I think that's just misplay by the bear itself.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
Both
he's been
teams
very
know
aggressive
Brook is
with the
coming up
bear,
and are
hasn't he?
both prepping for it.
Very careless with the bear. Oh, wow. That was some tension right there. Look at his darks here. He wants to vacuum someone up here. I don't actually know if you can vacuum people up on this cliff anymore.
You can't, but I've seen it done, which is the
Yeah,
weird
but I don't
thing.
think you can't anymore. I think they fixed it. I think they made these slopes bigger, so it doesn't allow you to. But I could be wrong. I don't play a lot of Darkseer anymore. Yeah, there's really nothing going on right now. Both teams are kind of just waiting for Roche, I would bet. And it's almost up. Oh,
Yep.
it's so close. What is it? Is it like 2, 1? There we go.
Gyro's in there.
Gyro's in there, yeah. The
Going
Radiant want
right
to
in.
sneak this so fast, but I don't think they're going to be able
Risky.
to. But now they know it's up at least. I mean, now they know that they can contest this.
Puck Illusion scattered their whole team.
Yeah. But yeah, and look at this Weaver. Look at this Weaver split pushing.
Smart play.
Yeah, very smart play. Realizing that, hey, we probably don't want to fight for Roche just yet. And we want to make sure that the Radiant actually can't fight us. Because fighting inside Roche Pit against this team that the Radiant has is really, really scary, right?
It is.
The Quad Bolt and the Gyrocopter ult are going to do a lot of damage. And so is the Flak Cannon. I mean, Gyrocopter is no joke. He still does a ton of damage. But the thing is that he has to do damage without dying. And that's not really been an option so far. Yeah, we just see the siege on the Roche right now with the Lone Druid Bear. And yeah.
That's a Roshan.
And there's no response because they really know that they actually can't. This Weaver is just gonna split push them and
Roshan
probably
has
take
fallen
towers
to
and
the
base
Can never
if they
be
try to
too
respond to
long.
that. So, bit unfortunate, but that's what it's like playing from behind.
Reaver is going heart. Has that Reaver?
Oh, okay. I quite like that. I was saying he
survivability?
could go for the damage,
He,
but
he already does the damage he needs.
yeah,
It's just for him to survive.
yeah. Yeah,
And
I
even
mean,
with
like
the heart,
any
he
big
still
item at this
has 2
point.
slots.
Yeah, any big item at this point is gonna be. It feels like it's gonna be the final nail in the coffin, right? Because
Swap his ultimate orb.
oh yeah, working towards that Hex, I guess, which would be very good. Just for kind of taking out that bear faster. Oh my god, look at those green coils. But here we go with the BKB, and look at that! Look at that damage from the Quap! This is what happens when you don't have BKBs against the Quap. But they're still gonna win. They're still gonna end up ahead in this team fight. Just because they're so farmed. Even with the perfect initiation from the Radiant side, they can't really fight it. But the fight isn't actually over yet. Look at this. Oh, the Rex falls anyway. But this bear is gonna die. And the bear is actually on cooldown. The bear is on cooldown for 1.5 minutes. Uses the cheese. It's gonna stay alive, but the Weaver goes down. Wow, what an overextension from the Dire side right here. From Ophi, is he gonna go for it? Is he gonna go for more kills? Might go for the Shadow Demon right here.
There's no reason for not to.
Oh, but the Radiant counter throw. They decided to go for an overextension of their own. And this is a big problem for them.
Oh wow.
Lost 2 extra heroes there. And they're gonna lose the Rubik as well. Absolutely massive. I do not see how they hold this now. Oh, is that Quap gonna die? Is that Quap gonna die? Nope. Quap is gonna be fine. And the Rax falls anyway.
Yep, it's well played by the Dire. Down 2 Raxes.
Wow.
Radiant's middle
And that
tower
Puck
is
died
under
so
attack.
fast, but because of the Aegis, I mean, that's why you see teams putting Aegis on glass cannons like the Puck in this game.
Yep.
Because even if you kill them, they're gonna come back and they're gonna do their damage, and you've already blown your load on them. So. And as things calm down here, let's take a look at the graphs once again. I mean, at 20,000 lead, 15,000, sorry. 16! We gotta be accurate, Asway. Gotta be accurate.
You gotta be accurate, you're the one saying it.
Well, it's even more now. It's actually a 17,000 gold lead for the Dire side. And how do you come back from this if you're Radiant? Even the
Jarrah can get big.
Yeah, I suppose. There's a 14,000 experience lead as well, but that's not that important this late into the game when most heroes have already maxed out their spells. The big thing is that the experience is put on heroes like Lina. She does have that level 3 ulti, which means she can probably kill any support on the Radiant side whenever she feels like it. And she has the items to actually do it. Like, with that Yule Scepter, she can get in fairly deep and still make it out okay-ish.
And about 1,000 from BKB as well.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, that's the big problem here. It's the supports that are getting a little bit too big, perhaps. You can no longer just focus on one hero.
There's a lot going on top.
Yeah, and this is really scary. Oh, wow, that was a really fast blink. This is a huge dream call once again, and the Visage just goes down. But the Quap makes it out okay. This is actually making the best out of a bad situation is the Radiant side here. Only Visage going down, but he wasn't going to add that much to a defense anyway. He doesn't really have any...
Not much to a defense, but a lot to a team fight. What a soul assumption.
Yeah, but how much does that actually do in this point
It can
of
do
the
a lot
game?
of damage, actually, because the Puck's still relatively squishy.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah. And there is a lot of damage flying out in team fights. Oh, that was a whiff. Oh, but look at this team fight. Look at this GosuCup. They're just going to town, doing a lot of damage with their flat cannon. Picking up 2 kills, but the Rubik falls in the background. Chasing the Weaver here. Fomofi's gonna chase. Nope, he's gonna turn around. He doesn't want to risk it. He doesn't want to go in there alone and end up taking a lot of damage from that Weaver. Oh, is that... It looks like this lone druid is actually in trouble.
Where's his bear?
Oh, there we
Mid.
go. The bear's dead once again.
Nope, it's mid.
Oh.
Towards base, but
Oh,
dead.
but he is gonna
The
go
bear
down.
dead.
That is absolutely massive. This is when the Radiant need to go push. They need to make something happen here. But how do you do it? I mean, they're down 2
Fireball.
racks. They're down 2 racks and Weaver is still alive. How do you push against it? How do you make something happen after you win a team fight like this?
Weaver is going mid. If he was smart, he'd go mid and take the tower.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
can kill the Visage.
And forcing the GosuCup to the TP back. I mean, this is what I'm talking about, though. Oh, Jesus, that was a loud flat cannon. How do you... What do you do after you win a team fight if you're the Radiant? They kill the core hero. They kill the lone druid. And
need to
they
kill the
can't
lone
make
druid
anything
and Weaver,
happen.
or else they can't push. Because the Weaver and lone druid can just... If one of them's still up, they'll just counter push and take the base.
And that's what makes this hard pickup so ingenious. Killing both those tanky heroes is going to be too much for the Radiant to handle, I feel. Even with Gyrocopter doing a lot of damage. He went back and bought a Helm of the Dominator just for sustainability in team fights. I mean, he needs more damage. Helm of the Dominator isn't going to cut it at this point. He needs to buy something else.
Behold!
Yep, I agree.
They weren't even able to pick up the gem that fight. That's how unfortunate they were.
The gem's still there.
Puck picked it up from the lone druid.
Oh.
Really
Puck's got
unfortunate.
4,000 gold.
Yeah, he could probably buy anything he wants at this point. I would not be
Vlad's
surprised to
finished
see Vlad's. Well, that's
Yeah.
okay, I guess. I still want to see a pipe on him though. I think this bear is dying too fast. He's
Sheep's
being
finished on Quap. From for a sheep.
yeah, that's going to be absolutely massive for those sieges. But thing is, they kind of needed it 10 minutes ago. They needed
They
it
did.
to stop the bear from pushing towers without them being able to respond. That's what you need the sheep for against the lone druid.
The gyrocopter, I think, is going satanic, from what I can tell.
I really don't hope so. I think he needs more damage. I don't think he does enough DPS.
Look up top. A lot going on.
Oh wow.
Lift her ult.
Oh, this is scary. Oh, blinks out fine. Oh, this
Oh
Quap
my
is in a
God.
lot of trouble. Needs to blink away right here. Does go down to the Laguna Blade of
They're
Lena.
bad stuff.
It doesn't matter though. That's two very important kills. Does Quap have a
Very bad,
buyback?
apparently not.
Quap doesn't have buyback. Darkster has buyback?
Quap is Darkster.
Darkster does have buyback. There we go.
I
Yeah.
renew my vocation.
This is
That's
gonna be
still-
so hard to deal with.
It doesn't even matter, though, because Quap's dead for
Yeah.
more than a minute.
I don't know how they're
And
supposed to
Quap's
hold
the
this.
one winning them in team fights with that sheep orchid.
This all comes down to the gyrocopter. I think he just needs to go buy something. If they somehow hold on to this lead, I think he needs to go buy a rapier or something, just to be able to try to counter push.
Yep.
Oh, but they are gonna kill the Shadow Demon. That's a pretty big kill. That means there's not gonna be a purge this fight, and they do get the Gem of True Sight from it. That is gonna be vital for dealing with this Weaver.
Just a quick little note. Tong Fu are up 1-0.
Already.
Yep.
Of course, the winner of this game, or this series, I should say, because this is the best of 3. Oh, actually, hold that thought. This Darkster is in a lot of trouble right here. Oh, but the huge wall vacuum! And the gyrocopter's doing so much damage. Look at this team fight. Look at how much damage this gyrocopter's doing. This is a perfect engagement for the Radiant side. That
But look at the Weaver.
Lord
Look
Druid
at the Weaver.
dies
Look at
once
the Weaver
again.
base.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Took a tower.
Exactly.
Damage to the south.
Fortified.
Just getting
So
split
that's
pushed
the
once
thing.
again.
Weaver.
Oh,
not
this
a
Visage is dead.
Is under
That is so
Visage.
unfortunate.
Rip Visage.
Yeah. Oh,
Maybe?
he's actually gonna be fine. Wow.
Rip Visage.
Oh, the disruption. Vital timing.
Rip anyone?
But the Weaver is gonna
Okay.
go down anyway. He still hasn't
Weaver
bought
has
his
buyback.
heart. Still hasn't bought his heart. He needs to go do it right now.
Yeah, people back. Nice to
Radiant's
buy it.
Ancient is under
But he still
attack.
isn't buying it. Radiant's
That's
Ancient is
quite
under
cool.
attack. I mean, this is when it gets really hard to play against the Weaver. I mean, if it wasn't hard already, it's
Radiant's
really hard
Ancient
now.
Is under attack.
And they just can't make... I mean, even if they're winning these fights, they can't make anything happen. Because if they do, they're gonna lose their
Radiant's
Ancient.
Ancient is
I mean, it's
under
taking damage still. Look at this lone melee creep.
Oh, this man creep. Look at him.
Yeah,
Radiant's Ancient
I
is
just don't know
under
what you do
attack.
against this.
You
It gets
can't-
so hard. I think this gyrocopter needs to buy a rapier, and I think they have to pool everything into winning a big team
That's what
fight.
it is. And he might be actually going that. That's quite a bit of money.
Yeah, like eventually you need to realize, oh, okay, it's all or nothing, basically. I mean, they're falling too far
it's that
behind at this
time.
point. Yeah,
The throne's exposed. Weaver can just, if they try and push, Weaver can just leave the team fight and go take base.
yeah, exactly. Like we saw last team fight. This is why I'm not a big fan of that Helm of the Dominator item, because he doesn't give him more damage. He gives him survivability, and he doesn't need that, in my opinion.
Roshan's up very shortly. And
Yeah,
they're
around
just going down mid, right?
around 30 seconds still.
That's a
good.
wasted orchid if they want to try and go.
I don't think they're gonna go on that. I think that's not enough of a factor to say, oh hey, he wasted his orchid. That's huge. That's guaranteed win team fight. I don't think that's actually the case. I think they have
There
to.
it is. There's Divine.
Yeah, there we go. I really like this.
Soldier.
I think this needed to happen earlier, but better late than
They
never.
need to go though. Look at bottom lane.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Look at that massive wave. There's gonna be a creep wave spawning to defend it for a while, but this Weaver is just charging past it. He doesn't give a shit about this team fight.
No reason for them to, and they're not gonna know.
I mean, look at this even the puck illusion is pushing hard. Jesus. And the gyrocopter TP's back, realizing that, hey, no, we can't do this. We need to actually
so.
deal with our base.
Weaver can just sacrifice himself if he wanted to do damage. It's almost worth it.
I mean, how do you win a war if you can't even hold your own castle, right? That's kind of what we're seeing here. This is a really tough game for the Radiant to win. Let's see.
They're in a very sticky situation.
Yeah,
Roshan
and then we see with the
There's
Roshan
Rosh.
falling yet again. And this
And
time,
there's smoke mid.
the Aegis is on the Weaver, and he has his heart finished. I don't think there's a way.
The cheat.
The puck has,
cheats.
yeah. I don't
And
think
sheep
that.
say.
Yeah, I don't think there's a way back from that. It's gonna come down to this rapier. Is it enough of an
Yeah.
X factor?
It is. If they can win this team fight, I honestly think they can win the game.
Gyrocopter just uses flat cannon. This is the time to go for the Dire, and I think they realize that. I really hope they go. Well, flat cannon is on cooldown, but this doesn't look like they will.
No,
Oh,
yes, they
look
go,
at
it's
this!
basically
Look at this wraparound. For Mofu going in with the sheep, they're gonna try to look up to kill off this Lina, and they will.
yeah.
That is absolutely massive.
Gyro's about to die. Gyro dead. He's
Oh,
dead.
that is not good. The rapier is out, and the Weaver picks it up. And oh my God! Look at that damage! Two-shotting someone, and Fumofu is in big trouble now.
There
Look at that
isn't a
damage.
Over club dropped somewhere.
Yeah. I think that's Quops trying to pick up the.
Radiant's
I'm actually not sure, but yeah, that's
And
game.
there's 2 gems on the ground.
Alright,
game.
so game 1 is going to go to the... Oh my God, I can't remember their names.
AprilFoolDay.
April Fool's Day? Yeah.
Victory.
And we're gonna move on to game 2. So stay tuned, guys.